Next, bacterial staining process and virus structure, different types of diseases. Next, household uses of bacteria and other microorganisms. Next, commercial use of microorganisms. Next, medicinal use of microorganisms. In medicinal use, antibiotics, story of discovery of antibiotic penicillin by Alexander Fleming. Next, vaccine, different types of vaccine. Okay, like this, different types of topics were studied by you in last classes. Next, let us do an activity. Let an activity. In this activity, we have to visit primary health center. Primary health center. Then you have to ask the read table. Listen carefully here. Tables wrote on the written on the walls of primary health centers, and different types of vaccines, different types of diseases. Like this, you have to observe and how to write the diseases, prevention methods, vaccination. Okay, like different types of one. For example, disease caused by which organism? How can we control the disease? Means prevention method. For example, vaccination or using of mosquito net or any other different methods. Like this, you have to collect total information about the diseases, prevention method or vaccination. Like this. This is an activity here. After, you have to prepare a table. In the table, you have to write all these. Disease name, the disease causing organism, prevention measures, treatment. Like this, you have to write the all information in tabular form. Okay, this is one simple activity. Next, after this, you know very well that another important discovery of the vaccine, smallpox vaccine. Discovery of smallpox vaccine. Here, smallpox vaccine. First vaccine discovered by very famous scientist, Dr. Edwards. Dr. Edward Jenner. Smallpox vaccine. Actually, is a doctor, a physician. He conducted the medical camp. He conducted the medical camp at outskirts of different villages or city, means in villages, he conducted medical camp. In this medical camp, he observed that different types of milkmaids. Listen carefully here. Different types of milkmaids. They did not get the smallpox disease. Who? Milkmaid. Milkmaid, they did not get the smallpox vaccine. Here, milkmaid, because they have another disease, that is cowpox disease. Cowpox disease. Actually, cowpox disease is caused by cowpox virus. Cowpox virus is similar to smallpox. Similar to smallpox virus. These two viruses are closely related. Here, cowpox disease is just here not dangerous disease. This is not dangerous disease. But smallpox disease is deathly dangerous disease it is. When milkmaid get the cowpox, when milkmaid get the cowpox virus is entered into the milkmaid. When cowpox virus is entered into the milkmaid's body produce antibodies against the cowpox virus. Here, whenever smallpox virus is entered into the milkmaid, then already present antibodies, they work on the smallpox virus. They work on the smallpox virus and they kill the smallpox virus. In this way, milkmaid did not get the smallpox disease. Understanding? They did not get smallpox disease. To extract this antibody, okay, and to produce the antibodies in normal person. Okay, here Edward Jenner collected, listen carefully here. First, Edward Jenner collected fluid from swellings of the milkmaid who had cowpox disease. Listen carefully. Here, Edward Jenner collected the fluid from the swellings of the milkmaid who had cowpox disease. This is a fluid. Actually, in this fluid, cowpox virus is present here. What? Cowpox virus. Now he he injected this fluid contained the cowpox virus into the 8 years boy, into 8 years healthy boy with with his parents' permission. With his parents' permission. Then after 3 to 4 weeks, after 3 to 4 weeks, here, listen carefully. After injecting the fluid into the, listen carefully, into the 8 years boy, after some time, he injected the smallpox virus into the boy. Smallpox virus into the boy, 8 years old boy. Okay. Now after 3 to 4 weeks, he observed that smallpox virus. Listen carefully here. Yes, this 8 years boy did not get the smallpox disease. Did not get smallpox disease. Smallpox disease here was not present in 8 years boy. Observe carefully. Means what what happened here? Actually, this fluid contains cowpox virus. When these fluids are introduced into the 8 years boy, inside of this 8 years old boy, antibodies against the cowpox virus were developed. Then, when smallpox virus were introduced into boy, what happened? Already present antibodies, they act on the smallpox virus and they kill the smallpox virus. Understanding? That is why smallpox disease was not caused to boy. Observe, this is a here discovery. In this way, first time smallpox vaccine was discovered. Smallpox vaccine was discovered by Dr. Edward Jenner. Dr. Edward Jenner. Understanding? Observe all important one. During the 1796, actually, Edward Jenner discovered the smallpox vaccine for smallpox disease. Very dangerous disease, smallpox. Okay, observe carefully. Next, here the name vaccine. The name vaccine came from Vaca. Here Vaca means cow. Vaca means here cow. Okay. Next. soil microorganism. Soil microorganism. You know, soil is is about for different types of microorganism. This good habitat for different types of microorganism. Here already discussed about it. Different types of for example, bacteria, some micro arthropods, and nematode organism, annelida organism. Like this, number of microorganisms live in soil. What is the use of this all microorganisms? Actually, plants require nitrogen. Nitrogen is very, very important, essential element, essential element for plants. Nitrogen is present in atmosphere in 78%. In 78%. But plants cannot absorb this nitrogen. Plants cannot absorb the 78% nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen directly, because between the two nitrogen atoms, between the two nitrogen atoms, triple bond is present. Plants cannot break the triple bond. That is why they cannot absorb atmospheric nitrogen directly. Understanding? But nitrogen is necessary. Nitrogen is necessary for plants to synthesize the DNA, to develop different types of parts, develop protein, amino acids, DNA, RNA, like this, different types of tissues, organs, and different types of molecules are synthesized by using nitrogen. So how can plants absorb nitrogen? Okay, they cannot absorb directly atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, they absorb only some forms of nitrogen, means nitrogen oxide or ammonia. These type of converted nitrogen containing substances or nitrogen containing molecules are absorbed by plants. To absorb the nitrogen, nitrogen should form of nitrogen oxide or ammonia. Here, atmospheric nitrogen can convert. Atmospheric nitrogen can be converted into nitrogen oxide, or ammonia by some microorganism. That is, for example, Rhizobium bacteria, Azotobacter, Rhodospirillum, Next, some nostoc, Ornavina, Bacillus. Like these are different types, nitrobacter. There are different types of microorganisms. They convert the atmospheric nitrogen into other form. Then only, then only plants absorb the nitrogen compound. Plants absorb nitrogen compound. These type of microorganisms, microorganisms are called nitrogen fixer or nitrogen nitrogen fixer. These are present inside of the soil. Okay, first these type of valuable microorganism, soil is the habitat. Number of valuable microorganisms are present. Next, in addition to the microorganisms, decompose the dead and decaying matter, dead and decaying matter, dead and decaying matter. Listen carefully here. And different types of nutrients are released into the nutrients released into soil. Are you understanding? Like this, soil microorganisms play very important role here. Very important role like this. Observe one all. Next, let us do an activity. In this activity, what is the aim of this activity? To observe the role of microorganism, or role of soil microorganism. To observe the function of the soil microorganism. We have to do this activity. In this activity, we have to dig. We have to dig to like this. We have to dig like this to pit. This is one pit here. This is another one. Now you have to pour loose soil. Now to pour here up to half loose soil. Then then you have to add. You have to add. Listen carefully. You have to add different types of biodegradable materials. Different types of biodegradable ones, like banana peel, vegetable waste material, and fallen leaves, twigs, newspapers, or waste paper. Different degradable material into the understanding. Okay. For example, biodegradable material. Next, then how to pour next loose soil on the biodegradable material. Then we have to leave it for 3 to 4 weeks. Then after after 3 to 4 weeks, you have to open or you have to remove the upper layer of the soil and you have to observe remaining material. Means our fallen leaves, twigs, paper, like this. Here, all these type of material. Here, fallen leaves or newspaper. After 3 to 4 weeks, they will not be present there because here soil microorganisms break and decompose them. Soil microorganisms break and decompose and they mix all these waste material in mixing all waste materials in soil. That is why cannot observe. We cannot observe this type of material, waste material in soil because they are degenerated after some time. Means how these all materials disappeared here. What is the reason for this disappearance of our waste materials? Because Inside of the soil, different types of microorganisms are present. They decompose the all waste material and they mix the waste materials into the soil. Means all nutrients present in waste materials are released into the soil. Released into soil. This is very important. This is the role of the microorganism. Role of soil microorganism. Role of soil microorganism. This is an activity. Observe. Observe carefully. Next, another one, BT. What is BT? The full form of BT is Bacillus thuringiensis. Bacillus thuringiensis. Thuringiensis. Here, what is the Bacillus thuringiensis? Actually, it is a bacteria. It is a bacteria group or type of bacteria. You know, Bacillus means rod-shaped bacteria. Rod-shaped bacteria. You might have heard of some few words. Examples: BT cotton, BT brinjal, BT tomato. Like this, you might have heard this word. Here, BT means Bacillus thuringiensis cotton. Means this type of plant can protect themselves from pest and pathogen. Actually, pest means insect. From insect. This type of plant can protect themselves. How can this possible? How many? Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria. Actually, Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria have some specialized gene. These specialized genes are responsible for the production of some toxic protein. This toxic protein can kill the insect. Whenever insect eats the bacteria, then these toxic chemicals are entered into the insect. Then toxic chemicals break the digestive system or digestive tract, digestive system or digestive tract of the insect. Then ultimately, insect will kill. Observe carefully. Okay. In this way, bacteria, that is Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, kills the insect or pest. Insects are pest. This type of gene, this type of valuable gene are very useful for the plant breeder or genetic engineers. Genetic engineers identified this type of valuable genes and they separated these genes responsible for toxic protein. And this type of gene, separated genes or separated genes were introduced into the plant. Introduced into whenever the genes are genetic material of plants plants can also produce those toxic proteins. Plants can also produce this toxic protein. Means in all parts of the plant and all cells of the plant, toxic proteins are synthesized. Whenever insects eat the toxic protein, whenever insects eat the plant material, then immediately toxic proteins are entered into the insect. Understanding? Then insects digestive system. Insects digestive system is broken down. And insect is killed. Insect is ultimately killed. Observe carefully. In this way, BT cotton or BT plants can protect themselves from insects or any other pest. Understanding? Observe this all. Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay, actually important activity. Carefully. These are useful microorganisms. Next, harmful microorganism. Next, harmful microorganism. Let us study about harmful microorganism. Understanding. Okay, you know very well that let us do an activity. First, to observe the harmful microorganism. You know, microorganisms are in different groups: bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoans, like this, different. Some microorganisms harm to plants, animals, and even human beings. For example, bacterial diseases are there, viral diseases, protozoan diseases, next fungal diseases like this. Like there are a number of diseases. Here, let us do an activity. In this activity, how to consult a doctor, how to consult a doctor, then how to ask different types of questions to collect the information about different microbial diseases, different bacterial diseases, to collect different viral diseases, and to collect protozoan and nematoda, like this, different diseases. A doctor and collect information about different diseases and disease causing organism. Which disease is which microorganism cause which disease? Understanding. Like this, we have to conduct this survey, or we have to do this activity to understand the harmful nature of the microorganism. There are a number of diseases. Malaria, you know, typhoid, next cholera, tuberculosis, number of diseases. All diseases are caused by microorganisms. They are called actually pathogens. They are called actually pathogens. You know very well that pathogens. Number of pathogens are there. Some are very harmful to human beings. Understanding? Some are very harmful to human beings. Here, they cause different types of diseases. Different types of diseases. Here, these pathogens transmit from one person to another person, and they cause disease in new healthy person. Listen carefully here. For example, one healthy person here, this here diseased person, or disease causing person. Okay, disease causing person here. Now here, other healthy person. Imagine what will happen. Some diseases are transmitted from diseased person to healthy person. How means there are different types of ways. For example, through air, through water, these are main two. Next, through any other one. For example, the sexual act. Next, and through some vector like this, through different types of ways, these pathogens transmit from one person to another person, transmitted from one person to another person, and cause disease in new person, and cause disease in new person. Here, diseases which pass from one person to another person. These type of diseases are called communicable diseases. They are called communicable diseases. Understanding? Examples for the communicable diseases: common cold. One common communicable disease, tuberculosis, or any other different. For example, dengue, malaria, these all are communicable diseases. AIDS, polio, like this, they are different. Okay, but for example, common cold, AIDS disease, next dengue disease, tuberculosis, next cholera. There are different types of diseases. They are communicable diseases. Conjunctivity, these all are here communicable diseases. They transmit from one person to another person. There are different types of ways. For example, through air, through water, or through any contact. Okay, means sexual contact or any other. Next, some diseases are transmitted through vectors. What are vectors? Vectors means some animals transmit the diseases from one person to another person. For example, mosquito. You know very well that female Anopheles mosquito, they transmit the malaria disease causing organism from one person to another person. These type of animals are called here vectors. Common vectors are mosquito, housefly. Okay, these are, and different types of animals. For example, dog. Dogs transmit rabies disease from one person to another person. Like this, there are different types of vectors. They transmit diseases from one person to another person. Commonly mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito. They transmit malaria disease causing organism, that is, you know very well that Plasmodium vivax. This Plasmodium vivax transmitted from one person to another person. Next, some diseases through air, means airborne diseases, common cold, conjunctivity. Like this, some diseases can transfer from one person to another person through air. Next, water, cholera caused by Vibrio cholera bacteria. This cholera is transmitted through person to other person. AIDS disease, gonorrhea, syphilis. These type of diseases are transmitted from one person to another person through sexual act. Next, vector. There are different types of diseases. Dengue fever, malaria disease. Like this, they are different. Okay, observe one sir. For example, common cold. It is communicable. It transfer from one person to another person. For example, a diseased person here. In diseased person, common cold virus. When this disease affected person sneezes a cough, what will happen? This virus, common cold virus, is spread into the atmospheric air in the form of droplets, water droplets. Listen carefully here. Water droplets. These water droplets contain here virus. Here along with air, this virus along with the water droplet, this virus like this travels. Whenever a healthy person takes this air with water droplets containing the virus, then immediately this virus is entered into the healthy person. Then this virus multiplies inside of the healthy person's body. Then after some time, it causes common cold disease. In healthy person, whenever dung of the cholera infected person is mixed with the drinking water, then what will happen? Here, total water is contaminated with the cholera bacteria. Next, whenever healthy person drink the water containing the cholera bacteria, they can get the cholera disease. Like this, through water, cholera disease is transmitted from one person to another person. Are you understanding? Okay, observe carefully.